Okay.
Can you talk about your transition from baseball to football?
Yeah, so, obviously my baseball career had just ended here. My little brother was playing football back in my hometown, and I was back home on the sidelines, same system that I played quarterback in. And they're playing against Titusville High School, and I suggested a play. And then the next week, the head coach asked my dad if I'd come back and be up top in the booth and help call the plays. So that kind of started my coaching career. I drive back from Tampa to Cocoa on the weekends and help call plays. So.
Can you give us the view from 30,000 feet on the safeties this spring? What have you seen? What do you like?
Yeah, I think it's a group that come in and, you can tell that they're intentional about getting better. So they're working very hard right now, very smart, intelligent room. And then, big thing is they're just trying to find a way to get better every day. So we just really been focused on that.
What are you looking to see in the spring games?
Probably a good show for the crowd. Usually the spring game is a opportunity for the fans and alumni to get to see, the development of the team. So really just looking for a good show for that.
I know Alex Gillette had a very successful tenure at Tennessee, especially on the offensive side of things, and he has a very fast tempo, kind of quick style of offense. How quick is everyone picking it up over here at USO as far as getting implemented and learning the system?
Yeah, so obviously I coach defense, so going against it has been really good for us. To be able to adjust and see tempo and get to work against it. That way when we get in the season and teams go fast, we'll be able to handle them going fast. And then they do some unorthodox things with some of their splits and whatnot. So, it's little adjustments that we've had to make, to adjust to it. So it's been really good for us to get used to playing against a system like that.
You said the defense is starting to get used to always seeing that, so in the upcoming season, they'll be used to that sort of tempo?
Yes, yep. So, if we play a team that's similar tempo, we'll kind of be prepared for that more so than other teams probably will be.
How did this opportunity come about for you? Obviously, we know the landscape here.
Yeah, so, obviously I went to school here, played baseball, so I kept a close eye on the program. And, I had some connections to Kevin Patrick. He was here coaching football when I was playing baseball. And then I had some connections to Coach Orlando in different ways. And honestly, as all the hiring process was going on, I kind of knew that the timing felt more right than ever for me to come back home. And everything worked out and found a way to do it.
How's it been working alongside Coach Orlando?
It's been really good. He's a veteran. He's got a ton of experience. I didn't even know this till we started coaching together, but one of the guys I worked for at the Washington Commanders, actually one of his first D1 jobs was for Coach Orlando, so a lot of the same language, a lot of the ties there. And I've just been learning a lot from him and seeing how he runs things and does things. And, he's an old school linebacker guy, you know what I mean, tough, so hopefully our defense will take on his persona and be tough and physical like that as well. We're an important part of it. It's a lot to our system. Like I said, we got some smart players, and he's coaching the secondary himself, so he has a lot of experience back there as well. And we're very multiple. We're multiple up front and we're multiple in the secondary, so our guys got to be able to do a lot of things and do a lot of things well. So that's going to be important.
Jamal said last week, I think, that at the spring game tomorrow, the defense is going to cause havoc. And don't even pay attention to the offense because the defense is going to get a push up. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Well, obviously being a defensive coach, I hope he's right, so, hopefully the fans enjoy some takeaways and some defensive touchdowns as much as they enjoy scoring points on offense. So.
You coach one of the more deeper, more experienced positions on this team. How have you found your leaders? Are there any standouts that you've seen so far?
Yeah, I think, two of the guys sitting in the back of the room, Barry Hill and Stokes, they've from day one showed leadership qualities. We have some other veteran guys in the room like Curry, Will Jones, that show a lot of leadership qualities. So, it's kind of good for me coming from, coaching professionals and then coming to a veteran room that, I get to be around guys that had the type of maturity that I've, been used to.
Coming from the NFL, why did you want to come back to USA?
No place like home.
When you were here playing baseball, 2007, it was crazy, insane USA football era, ranked number 2.
I remember Ray J being packed out, you know. I remember Jesse Hester's touchdown against Auburn in overtime to kind of get things rolling that season. I actually told my players about that story, quizzed them on it. But, you know, just a lot of guys. I was friends with a lot of the guys. I was roommates with Danny Verpel. We grew up together, and he played on that team. Ricardo Cabrera was another roommate of mine. Mike Jenkins has come out to eat with us, with the players. We got a lot of ex-players come back, you know, and so it's cool for me as well, you know, seeing those guys that I was friends with when I was in school.
Any players that have caught your eye and stood out to you so far in spring ball?
I think all of them have you know, had their moments that stood out. Let me see. I would say, you know, Barry Hill and obviously Stokes, they're in here for a reason because they've been playing good football for us. But really the whole group to Marcus Simpson has been making some good plays for us as well. You know, Curry's been a guy that's learning multiple positions for us, able to do a lot of things for us. So, you know, really good group so far. And, you know, I think they all have their moments where they've stood out and we can see, you know, greatness is in their wheelhouse.
Where does the group need to improve the most since last season?
Yeah, I would think probably the fundamentals, right? Leveraging the football, tackling, you know, shedding blocks, you know, the fundamentals of football that you can always improve. And then obviously it being a new system, you know, I tell them all the time, you know, they're one of the best ways to make an impact to be able to help in different positions. You know, so learning different spots, having a deep understanding of what we're trying to achieve on defense with each defensive call, I think is important so that if you understand it, I feel like now you can focus on the offense and the looks they're giving you, so now you can play a little bit faster and play with anticipation.